Hey, what's going on, everyone? PojiForce here. You're watching PojiForce Plays, and welcome to another Sea of Thieves video. Captaincy is just around the corner, and with Forsaken Hunter now behind us, I decided it's time to talk about some of the new lore that was revealed in that adventure. Something so big, with such far-reaching implications, that I can't believe no one else is talking about this. During Forsaken Hunter, on Sailor's Bounty, there was a hidden journal from Amaranta that reads as follows. If we are to move freely, we must lay hands on a new source of power, one with a most unusual history. The oldest enemy of the Pirate Lord. I never once paid attention to those key-twirling fools in their miserable tents, useless wretches slaving away to serve a master blinded by greed long ago. No, not blinded. Sister says he could see so much more with those glittering eyes. Twin veil stones, used to peer into other worlds at countless treasures, all just out of reach. No wonder the gold hoarder went insane. This means that if what we are told is true, the twin emeralds that served as the gold hoarder's eyes were actually veil stones, like those we collected in order to complete the Veil of the Ancients. This information actually tells us a lot about the Dark Brethren, about the Gold Hoarder, and about the Veil of the Ancients. For one thing, it explains why the Gold Hoarder was a member of the Dark Brethren to begin with. In the tall tale, The Dark Brethren, Davy Jones actually pays the Gold Hoarder for his services, with Cortez's cursed gold from the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I thought this was just because the Gold Hoarder was known for his greed and needed extra incentive to be there. But it looks like that actually was not the case. You see, the plan of the Dark Brethren was to enter the Sea of the Damned using Jack's treasure, and then find and destroy the Ferryman of the Damned's ship. This would leave a power vacuum that Davy Jones could fill, where he would basically extort the dead of the Sea of Thieves into service with a simple proposition. Serve the Dutchman, or never leave the Sea of the Damned. With what we learned about the Gold Hoarder's ability to see into other realms and see their treasure, he could use that ability to know where the Ferry of the Damned was, so long as there was any bit of treasure on the ship. This meant that the Gold Hoarder was actually essential to the Dark Brethren's plan. It also meant that the Gold Hoarder had additional incentive to cooperate beyond just Cortez's gold, since working with the Dark Brethren would mean he'd finally have an opportunity to enter the Sea of the Damned and claim the treasure that for so long he could only see, but never touch. It may even be why the Gold Hoarder ultimately died in pursuit of this goal. But there's more still. The Gold Hoarder's eyes are 2 veil stones. That's 2 more than we thought existed. At first, I thought this meant that the Veil of the Ancients we had was actually incomplete. After all, the veil as shown on the title screen has 5 stones, not 3. But the Gold Hoarder's Veil Stones are far larger than those we collect in the Legend of the Veil Voyage, and there are no places where such large stones could possibly fit. So I considered another alternative, that there are multiple veils, and a lot more veil stones. The first bit of proof is the already aforementioned veil on the title screen. After all, it has 5 veil stones, where the one the Pirate Lord has only 3. But the Legend of the Veil Voyage might have told us about multiple veils all along. During the Haunted Islands portion of the Legend of the Veil Voyage, you can see an ancient priest wearing a veil mask of his own. Now, some might say that this ancient is merely a phantom, a memory, and that the mask he wears is just a memory of the mask we already possess. But there's a big problem with that. His veil has 2 veil stones on the forehead, whereas ours only has 1, and a golden image of where the second is located. So clearly, this is a different veil. Now personally, I've always thought that these ancients may actually be living, existing humans in the Sea of the Damned, that we are allowed to see by the magic of the Soul Flame Lantern. After all, if the ancients still had a veil of their own, and the veil is capable of removing the barrier between the worlds, who's to say the ancients we see aren't a group of living ancients that are hiding away in the Sea of the Damned? But the veil worn by the ancient priest is still quite similar to our own, and the one on the title screen, meaning the veil stones that the Gold Hoarder had could not belong to any of these. Which means there was another veil out there, somewhere, possibly more. And if there are veils still unaccounted for, then there are likely veil stones still unaccounted for as well. Which means although Flameheart and the Reapers lost the battle for this Veil of the Ancients, their plans for the Sea of the Damned are not done yet. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of lore speculation. Stay tuned for more videos to come. And until next time, everyone, I am Pochiforce, and stay awesome. I'll catch you later.